All right. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. What an amazing announcement yesterday with VIP Reset. So we are talking about that today. One, we're gonna just real quick go over what it is, how it works, and then you're gonna get tips and tricks from several of us on just how to make it happen. Like every single one of you should want this. And I first want to start with a little tiny story. So I want you to know that you are capable of hitting this reset. You are capable of whatever you put your mind to. And, one thing I will say for me, I have to do things in small chunks because if I only look at the end goal, I feel super defeated. So if I'm like, I'm going to hit VIP 1600, well, that's a great end goal. You have to have a map to get you there. You have to have a way to get there. So I start with, I'm going to hit VIP 400, right? One customer, one promoter. Again, we'll go over that in a second. But my story is there was a mention of this yesterday, and I just freaking love it. And it's such a great reminder. Stop telling yourself you can't do something. Stop saying, I can't even get customers right now, or I can get customers. I can't even get promoters. Nobody answers my messages. Nobody even sees my stuff. Nobody wants to buy from me. You have convinced yourself that nobody wants to do those things. I have a friend that she's not in direct sales, but she says she's like, I can't sell anything. She's like, I can't even sell at a garage sale. Like what, for whatever reason, like I'll be like, oh, well, you can get this cheaper over there, or you can this. She's like, I'm just not good at sales. And my husband looked her dead in the face. This is a dear friend. Looked her dead in the face. And he said, you've just convinced me that you can't sell. You sold me on the fact that you can't sell. So I want you to hear that. If you're telling yourself, I can't this, I can't that, I can't nobody, you're putting this in your space. You're limiting your reach outs. You're limiting your ability to go and do something. Okay. All right. So that's how we're starting. So VIP reset. What is VIP? What does that mean? We've got VIP 400, 800, and 1600. VIP 400, one customer, one promoter, both of them ordering in a total of 400 in QV. The tracker is up. It's super simple to follow along, right? Make sure the customer orders on auto ship. The promoter, make sure, hey, if they're going to order big. Like, what do you want? Do you want a promoter pack? Do you want to get the promo codes to use in the future? Or do you want to order product plus sign stuff, right? Like use that to bump up that volume. So that VIP 400 is going to get you $200 cash and 100 in credits. Everybody can use 200 bucks, y'all. I know people are like, well, like Amber, Maria, and Susan and Chastity, they don't need 200 bucks. Listen, I already know what I could spend 200 bucks on. Like it's Christmas and any extra bit counts. I don't care how much money you have or you earn. So make sure that you tell yourself 200 bucks. Like what could you do with 200 bucks? Like I could go to the grocery store for one day. I mean, for maybe a day and a half of meals. But regardless, what could you do with that? And start writing that down. All right. So VIP 800, one more customer, one more promoter, 400 more dollars in QV. That's additional 200 bucks in cash and additional $100 in credits. And then again, duplicate the whole VIP 800 to get you VIP 1600 earns you another $400 in cash, plus another $100 in credits, plus all the commissions that come with those orders. Guys, if you hit VIP 1600, that's a good $1,000 plus in cash commissions. Okay. All right. Here's my tips on how to do this. And then we're going to jump over and let the other amazing leaders share their tips and what you should do. My opinion, act brand new. Just like when we tell people that when they're first starting, make your list. If you were on that training on Saturday, guys, the company is freaking genius. They had that training on Saturday that literally told us from different leaders how to get new people. And then they launched VIP Reset. So if you haven't watched that training, I challenge you to go do that after this. It will definitely set you up for success. Okay, so make your list. I always say start in chunks of 10 because again, I can't do huge things. I get I just get real discouraged. So start in chunks of 10. What's that thing? How to eat an elephant one bite at a time. But why would anybody want to eat an elephant? But whatever. Okay. Chunks of 10. You start with Stephanie. You start with, who do I know in my circle that's not thriving with me yet? Like my close circle, right? Those people that trust me, I value their opinion. Hey, girl, you're not thriving with me yet. Like, what's it going to take? Like, that's how I'm approaching this now. I'm like, you know what? What's it going to take? What's it going to take to get you to try this with me? Like, I've been doing this 10 years. You've been watching me. What is it going to take? Okay. So that's your list, your first list of 10. Next, who do you watch and listen social media? Who is complaining about being tired? Who's complaining about how much Starbucks costs? Who's complaining about how much groceries cost? Who's complaining about, man, I can't sleep. Oh my gosh, another night where I didn't sleep well. Hello, I can help you. Who's complaining about, my God, it's so close to Christmas and these kids are stressing me the F out. I can help you with mood support, right? I can't afford Christmas. I can help you. So be paying attention and make your list off of what you see and hear. Okay. Who are the people that have been interested in the past, but haven't committed fully, haven't ordered yet? Guys, go dig into your free accounts. I don't care if it was 9 years ago that they created a free account. Hey, how's it going? Like, get with those people. You know what? You were interested at one time. I would absolutely love to see what it's going to take for you to thrive with me now. Are you ready to trust me? You've watched me for this long. Okay. Like, those are my tips and tricks. Again, acting brand new, starting over. You're literally brand new right now. You're starting over. You're reaching out. Let's go. All right. I'm going to kick it over. Stephanie, Chastity, Amanda.
I'm going to go because my messenger is blowing up and I need to do some more calls today. So just like you guys, what Amber said, and it's so crazy that you said that, because that's exactly what I said in my team page yesterday when I announced, hey, this reset, pretend like today is day one, get that excitement back. Like, we all have a chance to grab an extra $1,300 cash, whatever, plus more at our hands. I know there's so many people, I can't. You're right. If you already told yourself you can't, oh, I tried it once, you're right. Okay, if you put that into your mindset, but if you're like, well, shit, I missed my bonus the first round, I want to grab it again this round. Here we go. I have been digging like a mad woman in my reports, all my free promoters, all my free accounts from back from 2017. And I cannot tell you guys how many reconnections, follow-ups, like potential Zooms that I have been doing since yesterday, literally. And that is from, like what Amber said, follow-up and excitement. Get into your stories and start talking about money. That's what everybody needs right now, is money. Who could use a nice bonus? You don't have to, can't say the amount, but who could use some VIP bonuses? What is it, 2 or 3 more paychecks before Christmas? Like, imagine how many people need that right now. So one thing, do not ever be afraid to talk about money. I don't care if your paychecks are even 5 cents, $5, still talk about money, manifest that. Imagine yourself making an extra $500 a week. Imagine opening up that paycheck today and seeing $500 cash. What kind of feeling is that going to give you? Like, put that kind of feel into your audience and onto your timelines and into your stories, onto your reels, your TikToks, all of that. Show the excitement. Show people that you're wearing the product. You are a product of the product. But the thing is keep using your voice that God gave you. Don't just sit back and, oh, well, Amber just grabbed VIP 400. I wish I could be like her. You can. Amber's just, being her, and she's talking about it. That's all we got to do. Nobody complicate this. If you overcomplicate it, then you're just going to be stuck in the rut. Always get your ass out of the rut, use the voice God gave you, and let's go make some money. That's what I got to say.
All right. Let's go make some money. All right. End of Zoom. No. Okay. Chastity, Amanda.
Chas, you care if I go real quick just so I can shut up? No. But I just want to make sure you didn't have something to hop off of real quick. But I want to tell you guys, we're doing the 12 days of Christmas, and I am totally utilizing it to jump in referrals right now. And like, I just had a customer of mine, I'm doing an extra giveaway to everybody that sends a referral to me. But in order for them to get the entry, they have to send me the person's name, email, and their phone number so that I can enroll them under their referred account. And then the person will be invited to the event. So not only is my customer, either becoming a new customer or their current customer, but to get extra entries into my own little personal giveaway I'm going to do, I am doing it per referral. So anyways, this lady just sent me a whole bunch of names, a whole bunch of people that want to join, and they know that I'm going to create the account, send them the referral link, and they can either send the person the referral link, or they can send them to me, and then I will create it for them and send them all the information and then invite them. So utilize your current customers to help you get referrals, because that'll count towards your VIP reset. Those customers, you guys, anytime we have like a getaway or we have VIP reset, remember referrals are new customer accounts. Okay. So utilize your current customers for that. I like to utilize my current customers. Like if I get two referrals, like I like to do some kind of kickback for them, either like free shipping, or maybe I'll do like a plus sign product or something along those lines for my customer. Plus it helps them get closer to thriving for free if the person orders. So I'm just trying to help you guys think outside the box on that one. I have a big rule. I do not like to change my customers into promoters unless they're absolutely ready to promote. That's the quickest way to lose a customer, right? So I don't want to like push anybody, but if it is somebody that has been thinking about the opportunity and been on the fence, I definitely have them on my follow-up list today. And that is probably one of the biggest things, is that I have been actively over the last 4 months emailing all of my customer accounts from January 15th of 2017 on. I literally went in, copied all my free accounts, uploaded them into a file, and I have been actively sending them. And the other night I did that as soon as we had like this 12 days of Christmas thing set up, and literally within minutes of sending out that email, my customers that are currently already signed up were hitting the invite button, and I was accepting them into the page. So these people, guys, some of them have never ordered before, and that is the goal, is to get them interested, getting them plugged in. And listen, you will never get a yes from a question that you never ask. That goes for your post. And every time you post, I want you to think about this. It's like throwing a fishing line out, but not putting any bait on it if you're not asking for what it is, or you're not telling them what it is they're going to get out of it, right? And then if you never follow up, it's a waste of literally that. So right now, go back to old posts that you shared about the opportunity, about the product, and not just samples, not just the 3 steps, but just all the different things, right? So try type in rest or sleep, or type in keywords. If you use Facebook, obviously it'll be like in your search from your previous post, and reach out to some of those people that asked questions in the past. Look in your messenger, type in those words, promoter, type in opportunity, type in make extra money, all that stuff. Okay. Look at old promoters that have never that signed up for free accounts, follow up with them. Listen, you can send an email. I know email has a less open rate, and it's like a 20% conversion or something when you send those emails. But when you're consistent with it and it's coming I can tell you, I've got people that have been reordering that I hadn't had reordering in years since I started really consistently sending out to my email list. Now I am working on a text messaging system. Reason being, because my follow-up game was weak, and I was getting text messages from a friend of mine that I ordered from a couple years ago from her business. And I said, okay, what are you using? Because guess what? Even though it went to my filtered messages, I still got the notification and I still saw it. And guess what? If I was in the realm of wanting to try something that she shared, then I would have probably been more likely to buy. People are in different stages, right? Sometimes they're ready to buy right now, and those are going to be the ones that literally, sometimes they're just impulsive buyers, right? Sometimes they've been watching you for a while and you've built that know, like, and trust factor. And sometimes you've offered them this incredible deal. And listen, urgency is a key factor here. We have until the 18th to achieve this. For me personally, I want to get my promoters. Normally, I like to do that more towards the end of the month because of it rolling over. However, this month, I want to kind of get those promoters in ASAP because I want us all hitting our VIPs together. New promoters coming in, me doing that, me going towards my VIPs. It's fun, right? It's a little game, and all of us winning and achieving this right before Christmas is a huge thing. So remember, community and doing it together is going to create more excitement. So create a game plan when it comes to that. So follow up with your samples, follow up with previous posts, reach out to your customers, see if they have any friends, if you're doing a 12-day or you're part of a 12-day giveaway type of thing, or you're doing something of your own, whatever it may be. Don't forget, utilize those customers that you already have. See if they have any friends that would be interested in joining, interested in the product. Maybe it's just, they want to join the opportunity, or they just want to join for the sake of winning a prize, because people like to do that, but they might just see something that they're interested in doing it. Another thing is, make sure whenever you have a promoter sign up that they are qualified and active for your VIP dial. And yes, the customer on auto ship. And again, that customer that comes in, remember, if you help them get 2 customers right out of the gate, you can help them thrive for free. And that'll be 2 more customers for you. So it'll be 3 total if you help that one customer thrive for free. And everybody likes that this time of the year. And then don't be afraid to go live. Okay. Go live in your stories, go live on your Facebook, whatever it may be. Your excitement, I can tell you, when I look back to my very beginning of my journey, when Amber just said, act like you're brand new, you guys, there is something secret sauce to that. And honestly, I was feeling very, very burnt out until I stopped. I actually had shot one of my leaders a message, and I just thanked her for being so, encouraging and everything. And she's like, Mandy, you're incredible. And she was like, you've inspired and taught me so much. And here I am, like, beating myself down, because like we're our own worst critic. And she was just like, you have to quit thinking about, like, you've got to get out of your mind what people have made you believe, or maybe that you're telling yourself, and remember, who the heck you are, and share your story. And Chas says it all the time, like, your story is literally somebody else's survival guide. And you guys, literally, at the moment, it was like a light switch went off in me, and it was like, gosh darn it, I got to where I got to because I was intentional and I had a purpose. So figure out what you're going to reward yourself with when you hit that VIP 400, when you hit that VIP 800, when you hit that VIP 1600. Maybe it's something for your family, maybe it's something personal, whatever it may be, but have something that you're going to get when you do it. And last but not least, and then actually 2 things. Somebody asked how to start the convo. To be honest with you, I'm very blunt. I'm just very blunt. I just ask. I'm like, hey, listen, I think you'd be outstanding at this. I see you posting all the time, and I would love to work with you. So it's okay if you're not interested, but I would regret not asking you. I'll teach you everything. I'll show you what to do. I'll connect you, me and one other person. If you're not like super confident in that, get them involved with a sideline, upline, whatever it may be. Somebody that you feel comfortable helping you get through those VIP periods. Do the welcome calls, you guys. I promise you it'll pay off, and get your VIPs in a chat. Last thing, promise, and then I'm shutting up. And anyways, in your cloud office, in your Thrive Connect app, print off and this is just the big one that was in the magazine. I'm only showing it this big because I'm actually putting it on my little notebook thing, because this is my intentional thing. I have my VIP 400, VIP 800, VIP 1600. I have my content calendar, and I have my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to tell you, if you are somebody that is very inconsistent right now and you get doing your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your business will start to shift towards the as you start doing that, you are going to build that know, like, and trust factor and get people to trust you. Because guys, if people don't trust you, why should they join you? Ask yourself that. If you wouldn't join you, then your audience isn't going to. Remember, it is all about connecting and all about building those relationships. But do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The more that you do it, honestly, the better the results are going to be. Set aside time for your business, and the reality of it is, guys, is that if you want your business to work like a business, to pay you like a business, you have to treat it like a business and follow a business plan. Our business plan literally is right in our cloud office. Plug into the Zooms, plug into the team pages. If you have a short attention span like me, get on TikTok and watch some tips on the very topics that you struggle with. Hooks, calls to actions are very important, but don't be afraid to follow up and reach out. I do not cold message, never have cold messaged, but I will message somebody I've built a relationship online. And I have, been talking back and forth on posts with, followed whatever, joined groups that are relevant to you. And that is about it. Love you. I'm done talking because I will keep talking.
Love it. I love you. Oh my gosh, that was so many tips, and I hope you all took notes. I want to jump in and answer a couple quick questions, and then we're going to move over to Chastity. So, one, if you have a customer that flips to promoter, once they place their very first order as a promoter, so after they flip from customer to promoter, then yes, that counts. They count as your active promoter, and they count for volume in that QV total. So you want to be an active promoter, they need not more than 200 PV or more to be an active promoter. And then whatever their first order as a promoter, whatever that total is, that's what's going to count in your circle for QV. And then also somebody asked if it has to be new or if they're already auto ship customers. No, it has to be brand new. So it's literally our VIP that when you started as a promoter, that's what was available to you. So you have to get new customers ordering on auto ship, first time ever order on auto ship. They cannot have had an order in your history before. And then first time ever promoter orders. The only difference is if a customer flips to promoter, then that very first order does count as a promoter after the fact. So hopefully that's clear as mud. Also what Amanda said about using your current customers, utilize them. Hey, I want to help you get it for free. I've got $25 in credits. Like, what do you have, right, that you can help them with? I've got $25 in credits, or I've got this much. I can help for each customer that places their very first order, or send samples now. If you have, we just have BOGO and everything else, so y'all probably got product. If you have customers that are like, well, I've got some people interested, if they're not ready to order just yet, hey, would you be willing to get a sample? I'd love to get a sample in your hands. Because remember, if you go to the post office and email that right now, they're going to get it within a couple of days, most likely. And then, hey, you're following up with them, and you could probably get them to order before the end of VIP. But you're also still reaching out to multiple people at the same time, not just dependent on the few people that have samples. All right, Chastity, take it away.
Hey, I had to take off my rubber glove here. I'm not doing like anything inappropriate, but hey, you just heard all the tips. You heard all the things, the girls, and I have to say, Amanda, girl, you glowing. I mean, you really are glowing, and congratulations on moving those dials. I know you're working to that 600K. And, you and I talked the other day, and you said something about burnout. We need to really focus so that we can burn up, blow it up, or whatever. I don't remember what it was. I need to go back into our messages to have that, to write it down so I can put it in my planner. But here's the thing. I was on a live last week with you guys, and I talked to you about burnout to burning hot. I love that. I love it because, we are always so quick to say we're burnout. But, hearing Amber and Steph say, we got to start like this is day one, right? Well, friends, I'm going to tell you, if this is a business for you, you have to start every day like it's day one. I get up every single day and I work this business just like if I was going into a corporate job. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot different. I can manage my schedule, but if I'm not logging in, if I'm not checking in, if I'm not doing the work, I can't expect that paycheck to reflect on Tuesday. And, Amber, you were saying, Amber don't need $200 baloney. I don't care. I don't care if you want to invest it, if you want to give it away during the holidays, whatever it is you want to do.
want to pay a bill. Like things are expensive right now. And so this is what many of us do for our living. This is what many of us do to create our livelihood, but we've got to put it in action like our lives depend on it, because it does. And so, for me, it's hard. It is hard because I've been doing this a hot minute. So all the things that you just heard, I can tell you, I've gone back to those people, the people that hit VIP 800, VIP reset. This reset is not a new thing. So I'm talking to you guys that have maybe been around for just a minute. And, you go back to those people that reset in 2014 and 2015, 2016. And I send those messages until they block me, they delete me. And I'm saying, you know what? It's so crazy. We just did a VIP reset. I remember when you VIP reset, whatever, in 2015. And, oh my gosh, that was so cool. And I love that when they have the conversation and we start talking, they start talking about how I remember that at this time. And I bought Christmas for my kids. And I just really just dropped this. Hey, how many people could really use that again? Oh, Chas, I get everything from I'm not thriving anymore. I'm doing something else. I'm all of the things. But here's the thing. We follow back up, we go back through, and then what do? You've got to have new people in your system, guys. I've said this, and I'll keep saying it to the end of the year. I'll maybe even say it in 2024. Residual income is a powerful thing, but residual income doesn't just stay. Residual income, especially in our compensation plan, that continues to get deeper. It continues to work its way down into the different levels. So we have to keep working. We have to keep working like it's our day one. People wait for a new year. They wait for a new month, new bonuses, new reset VIP. The question I have for you is, are you working to reset, re-VIP so that one, I loved what Steph said, there's a lot of people that can say, oh, I didn't hit that VIP my first time around. Well, guess what? This is that time to change your story, change your narrative. It is your choice to change that narrative. And again, I know I'm talking to the people that aren't on this call, but the people that I talk to, what we talk to every week is, and the question that we say is, who have you met? Who is new? Who is new into your system? Because we're going through, it was probably the same people that I'm talking to now for reset are probably the people I talked to for BOGO, right? Like, how many times can you talk to the same freaking people? Well, many of those people, either they're not ready, they're, skeptical because they've tried it before. And so you just keep going through those lists. But if you're not talking to new people, you're not growing forward. You're not doing so. I asked this last week or the week before. I said, where are some places that you've been this week? What are some things that you've done? And then the question to you is a question that I have with myself in the mirror is, who do you have that's brand new, that is either hearing about Thrive for the first time from you, or they're hearing about Thrive for the first time ever, or they're hearing about Thrive again from you? So, for example, I lead the way I live, and I did a run on Saturday. I have been working that event. I had 25 power packs. Y'all saw them. I shared those with y'all. Again, Chas is not above working a booth, working a craft fair, working an event, because I know I need to get new people. I want to grow. I'm looking for my next millionaire. I'm looking for my next VIP 800. I'm looking for those people that I can lock arms with to take to that new level. And I know that the people that got this team to multiple millions in sales are not going to be the people that take this team to the next $1 million in sales. So it's the people that you're talking to, the people that you're getting in the system. You've done all the things, you're like, I've done all the things. I've reached out to everybody. Yeah, but you're not creating and cultivating new relationships. I can guarantee you I'm edifying the crap out of people that I'm meeting at events, that I'm meeting in groups, that I'm meeting in communities. I'm going and I'm looking. I'm like, what are they posting? What are they sharing? And if it is content that I feel is relevant, that it is adding value, that it is teaching me something, if it's inspiring me, I am talking to them. I am communicating with them. I'm messaging on Messenger, but I'm constantly growing. I hear I'm not cold messaging anymore, but here's the thing. We're relevant. In that time, we're relevant. So, Amber was just at a race. I was just at a race, a very different race. How many people at the places that you're going to are you taking a look at who was just at the store? I just left a little boutique this morning. I'm going to go through who checked that boutique. I got some cookies from a girl that for something. I mean, like, I'm looking at her friends. I just had a relevant interaction, relevant conversation, but I'm taking the time to go back and work, but for the seeds that I've planted. You can't just throw seeds out there, friends, and expect them to start growing. You got to water them. You got to till them. You got to cultivate them. And what's going to happen is some of them are not going to produce fruit. Some of them are going to just be dead. Some of them are going to grow and absolutely blow your mind. But are you growing? Are you burn out? Are you burning hot? And that is something that we can't teach. We can motivate, we can encourage you, we can inspire you, but the things that we allow to sit and resonate, guys, I get it. We are growing. Amber and I were literally on a call yesterday with corporate, and I know she's looking at me like, don't go there. I'm going there. We were talking about growth. How many of you have been frustrated with our website? How many of y'all have seen the growing pains? I'm going to tell you right now, I honor our leadership because Maria Diller doesn't usually get ugly, but she got a little cry yesterday. And I'm like, go you. She said, my team depends on me to be direct. Our livelihood depends on me to be direct. That right there is what I know about the leadership that you have. You might not always see it. You may think that Amber and Chas and Steph and Amanda, they're just always happy. No, we're bitching and moaning and complaining on the back end. But guess what? We're getting back up and we're saying, yeah, man, if I look at from 2014 to where I am right now and what this business has done, and I see growth and momentum, and I see these, yes, I said it, these struggles, like I see what's happening here, and I'm not going to get left behind. I am not going to get left behind, but we have to have those conscious conversations in the mirror. What am I doing and what am I not doing anymore? And I will tell you, I might not, you might not see it, but I'm going to tell you, I will outwork the next person because I understand what we have. The product still works. The business still works. We are popping VIPs, guys. We are just, Amanda, y'all just had a new 4K. Like they're still popping. They're still coming in hot. Why? Because they have their flame going. It might be a big burning. It might be a Kindle, but we've got to rekindle those flames. Maybe you need to go back and make a list of all the things you've been able to accomplish and do. Yes, we keep dreaming. Yes, we keep going forward, but sometimes we got to just glance back to get our perspective back and to understand where we're going, what we're doing, and how do we continue to grow? How do we stay in phase one? We were at somewhere the other day and someone asked Lala, y'all know Lala, she's back there working, y'all. Shout out to Lala. She's like, there you go. Asked her, like, what does she do? And they said Thrive. And if I could count as many noses as the local people turn their nose up when she said, when we say Thrive, oh, I tried it. Oh, I've tried it. Oh, really? Have you? When was the last time you tried it? Oh my gosh, we've reformulated. We've got new products coming out. Like, you've got to be excited for the new. You've got to be excited for what's come out. You've got to be excited for what's transitioned. You've got to be excited for what is happening right now. Momentum and growth, momentum and growth. But are you staying stuck or are you moving forward? So here's the thing. I've always said, I'm going to give you a hand up, not a handout, and I will meet you in the middle. But I'm telling you guys, last 2 years, I do not have the bandwidth for people, for places or things to go down, reach down, pull people up. I need you to meet me where I'm at. So match my energy, match my effort, match my hustle, actually outwork my hustle so I can be inspired to hustle harder than you. There are times where I think, Amber gets it like, bam, I've told y'all, I literally will have to apologize. And literally, it's funny because this morning I just told her, I sent her a message and I said, you're loved, you're needed, you're appreciated. And she's like, and I'm like, what? She's like, Now what's wrong? And I'm like, no, we should not be in that place. You should not be in the place where something is always wrong. No, today you're just appreciated. Today I'm just thankful because I remember gratitude shifts everything. I don't have energy for the griping, the complaining. I'm looking for solutions. I'm looking for solutions. Yesterday on the call, literally, Amber, we had to keep people on track because there were things that like our IT guys are like probably thinking, oh, these are a bunch of hormonal chicks, crapping and complaining. They probably were saying the B word, but we had to say, stay on focus, stay on target. Here's what we have. And literally, what happened with that communication? They were fixing issues on the fly. They were fixing them. We were like looking at logs and why? Here's one of the things I heard on the call. I'm not IT. I'm tired of being IT. I'm not gonna tell you who said that, Amber, but here's the thing. We are invested. When you are invested in a business, when you're invested in an opportunity, when you're invested in a product, you care what happens. You care what happens on the back end, on the front end, on the side end, on the move in, whatever all the ends, like you care what happens. So I have to say to you, take ownership of this, guys. Look at yourself and say, I've been here. How many places have you been in the last, I said it last week, 24, 48 hours that you have not look to see who's also been there. I look at groups, I look at things and I'm like, oh, my friend so-and-so's been here. Oh, I can make a comment here. Oh, it's still a thing. These are all basic MLM 101 things that we're doing. And the distractions, I'm going to tell you my feature, and I hope you'll implement it. My favorite feature on Facebook right now, I don't know if they have it on Instagram, y'all fill me in, but my favorite feature is snooze. If you don't snooze, you're going to lose. You're going to lose time. You're going to lose energy. You're going to lose motivation. All the crap that we see people posting, people that have left, that are still in victim mentality, like, dude, get some therapy. Like, move on with your life. Like, go forward. You are still here. You're still grounded. You're still rooted. And you still have a lot to achieve. And as long as Lavelle keeps backing it up, they keep giving us more opportunities, I'm going to keep taking them. I know Amber said, or one of the girls said, my goal is VIP, whatever. My goal is one customer. I got to chunk it out. One customer, one new business builder, one customer, one new business builder. That's how I did when I started. I didn't understand VIP 800. I just knew I needed one more person that wanted to lock arms with me with the business. I needed one more person that needed better sleep, that needed better focus, that needed better energy, that needed to be a nicer person. I knew what I was looking for in 2014, and I know what I'm looking for now for prospecting and for me personal. So we have a lot of work to do. We just have a new bonus. We have a new promo right now. But guys, you have to understand, like somebody said it a long time ago, we have gangster money on the table. We have an opportunity to do things that nobody else has done, to live lives that nobody else can live, because we are in a moment's opportunity. Will we seize it? Will we seize it? So take your phone, look at it. Like I told you last week, how much time have you spent on Facebook? If it's 7 hours a day, if it's 24 hours this week, how much of that have you used to build your business? I love logging off. And I know y'all might think, oh, Chas, log off. Like I said, outwork me, out talk me in person when I meet strangers, out conversation me, out relationship me, out connect me. I'll work circles around, because I know that someone woke up this morning desperate for change, financially or physically. And guess what? You have something that someone else needs. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you to step out of your way, to get out of your head, to get out of your feels, to get out of your scared, and to step out and say, here's what I have. I'd like to invite you. There's nothing like a personal invitation, especially during this holiday season. People want to be invited. Invite them, allow them to decline. Allow them to decline your mini experience. Allow them to decline your free account. Allow them, that's okay. Because one day they're going to say yes. They're going to say yes. Do they know that you're the Thrive girl, the Thrive guy? Do they know that you're that annoying person that's always making memories? Guess what? Those memories are the most valuable thing that you have, because time is ticking. Time is ticking. So we ain't going to waste it. We're going to move forward. We're going to work our cloud office. We're going to keep working it. And when we can't log in, we're going to say, thank goodness that we're growing, and we're going to send in a ticket, and we're going to just keep moving forward. And things, guys, we hear you. You are heard. You are needed. You are appreciated. And just know that we're not immune. We're not immune. We're just invested in it. And when people get bent a little bit, it's a little bit harder. I didn't even finish. I said, I had to tell Amber, like, I tell her a lot that, like, you're not a dumpster ground. You're not my dumpster. You know, she's not my boss, but I never would, you know, vomit on my boss. I had to have respect. And so, you know, I'm like, you know, I get it that you get it, because I mean, I do. I vent up because I know that negativity and those things, it goes around like cancer. But I'm going to tell you, don't think for a minute that your leaders are not practicing what they preach. They're venting up. Amanda, we've had tough conversations. Steph, we've had tough conversations. Amber and I, we've had tough conversations, but we're looking for a solution. What are we doing? We're thinking, what have we got and what do we need? So if you've got new people in your cloud, are you following up? That's what you should be doing right now. If you have those people that you have that are no longer thriving, if you have not seen, you've been living under a rock, they're coming back. They're coming back. So go out there, be the person that they want to connect with. Be the person, guys, it's not just about what team looks the cutest and has the matching and all the things. It's about who do they know that is going to do what was done yesterday that y'all wouldn't know about if I wouldn't have told you. The leader that's going to stand up to a corporate team and say, this is not okay. This is not acceptable. And this has to be fixed. That's what I want. I don't want matching hoodie, matching shoes, matching beanie, whatever. I like all those things, y'all. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not talking about anybody, so don't go crazy because I'll have 30 days snooze you. But here's the thing. You want someone that's going to go to bat. You got that individual attention when you did VIP 800, VIP 16, when you got started. Those people you bring in, don't love them and leave them. Don't sign them and leave them. Lock arms with them. Show them what they need to do. Show them the way. If they don't respond, if they're not calling you, if they're not, going live with you, if they're not launching correctly, that is not on you. That's on them. You've got to go to the next one. You'll come back and circle back around and check on them later. So you have gotten tips. I hope your notes, like Paul, in honor of my Paul, write this down. You've had a lot to write down, but again, you've wasted your most valuable possession, time. If you do not go right now, go look at your log. Go look at your log. Yesterday, we saw results when we looked at logs, right, Amber? So go look at your phone log. How much time are you spending on that phone to work your business? Well, Cass, I don't want to be tied to my phone. I don't want to this. Okay, well, then you don't want to live like other people can't because you're willing to do what other people won't. So anyway, I'm going to put my latex glove back on and get back to cleaning. And just know that, man, I'm excited. I mean, I'm pumped. And again, it's not always say rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes I do have that resting Grinch face, but I'm responsible. I'm responsible, and I will not give the power away for my business, for my opportunity. There's those dang dogs again. I will not give that away to any human. I will control my actions so that I can see the results. So anyway, love you guys. Let's go rock it out. Let's close this month the way we plan on finishing so that we can start our year strong. I hope that you have goals. I'd love to know. Yes, I'm going to shut up. I'd love to know, what is your word for 2024? Mine is more. Now I'm going to get real specific and dial that down. But what's your word? What is your goal? What are you planning to do when you hit this extra $1,300? What are you going to do with it? You need to know right now before you have it. What am I going to do with it? So steward your time, steward your relationships, steward your money, and I'll see y'all later.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, I love it. Chastity taking us to Thrive VIP Reset Church. I am grabbing Susan Kaufman. She is the queen of getting her customers referrals. Like, she is the queen of talking to people and getting them to thrive. And so why not hear about that side of it right now? So hope you took all the notes and you're ready to take more. Thank you, Susan, for jumping on.
how are you making me follow Chas? I mean, really? I was like, I'm just fired up because of Chas. Okay. So y'all, I do make a point every single month to make sure I have 20 customers thriving for free. So I am a referral queen, rock it out. That's who gets my samples. I do that all the time. So here is what I sent today to the referrals who have not been able to order yet. They've obviously, if they're a referral, they've probably received a sample from me. So they've done their trial, they've done all the things. It just hasn't worked out yet. And I basically just said, hey, friend, I actually said them by their actual name. I know we haven't been able to get you thriving yet, but Lavelle just dropped a crazy Christmas promo and I want you to have it. Can I pop you over the pricing? Super, super simple. And that's the first thing that I do. I've got to get that message out. I got to get a response. I'm going to get super creative after that. I have 15% off codes and I usually do a $25 credits for my loyal customers and for any of their referrals, because when I send them that little pack, it's got a little coupon in there. So right off the bat, it's not going to cost them as much. I'm going to obviously give the retail price, then what the discount is to get them started. So what is my goal? My goal is to always make sure my customers are thriving for free. So like right now I think I finished last month with 18 thriving for free, but not quite 20. The month before was more than that. But so I go to the ones maybe who are not thriving for free yet. And I literally will reach out to them and say, hey, so they just dropped a big crazy Christmas promo and I want you thriving for free next month. Who do you know that has been talking to you about this? You know, that's really, really where I start. So today also, I have customers, believe it or not, who have stacked up their credits and maybe they've not been using them all. Like I just found one and she had like $38 in extra credits. Well, see, that $25 is not going to come off from me. I'm going to pass them down to her customer because she doesn't need them. She's already had her order for the month. She had $38 left over. So I'm going to pass that down. I'm going to use those 15% off codes. Amber, I'm really trying to like think what else. Oh, I'm kind of going with what all these girls have just said. Chas just said it too. I am not in my head going, oh my God, I got to get that VIP 1600. Who is it going to be? Because that will literally paralyze me. It will lock me down. I'm going to do the thing that's easiest for me. I'm going to get that one customer. Maybe I'm going to get 2 customers. Then I'm going to go under my husband's account and I'm going to try to get him 1 customer and 2 customers. I'm going to knock those out quickly. I start with VIP 400. That's just what I do. I don't overwhelm myself with VIP 1600. I start with the smallest. And we had our little Christmas party last night. And I said, it's so funny that whenever Lavelle drops a promo, I will see all these people who will hit it on the first day. On the first day, I'm still processing. I'm still thinking about it. I'm so glad tag team is always 2 days because I'm like, I gotta soak this in. Who am I going to talk to? Where's it going to go? And then of course, the next day I'm ready to just hit the ground running. And I don't know if y'all can see this. This is my checklist for every day, but on the very bottom of this, I have my VIP. I do what Amanda did. Like I literally draw lines and I start filling in people's names as I get them. So like, I got to have the goal. I got to see what I'm doing, but I'm going to start with the one customer. And it starts with that message that I just sent out. Hey, Sally, I know we've been talking about this Thrive thing. I haven't been able to get you thriving yet. They just dropped a huge Christmas promo. Is it okay for me to pop you over the details? Once they reply, sure, I would love to hear the details, then I got to get myself super creative because if I don't send that initial message, they can never reply back to me. They have no idea what's going on. So, and I'm going to make it super personal. I'm definitely going to go to all the people who have referrals first because they have already been talking about it. Anything else, Amber, that you think I should cover?
No, I think that's it. Like between what's been 5 of us now, I think we gave everybody enough that you should be able to go run after this. And I will touch on real quick since Chastity brought it up. Yes, we've changed platforms, and there's been some website issues. But then there's also days where there's not website issues. And so, I want you to just run, right? run with, here's what we have, here's what is. We had a situation, this, I feel like this happened at the same time so that I could have a story, because you know me and I always have a story. But my doctor's office switched their platform and their software at the same time that we did. And let me tell you, those poor front desk ladies, I'm pretty sure they wanted to cuss. And they still have been having some, they're like, this, and so like and there's days that it's good, and there's days that the servers are twitchy, and we are, I promise you, we are behind the scenes, we are working on that. Also want to remind you, pay attention to tracking, because it is that time of year. This is not a Lavelle thing. This is a shipping thing. Shipping this time of year, I don't understand why all of a sudden UPS and FedEx and all the things are drunk. Like they just are. Like you'll look and it goes left when it should have went right. And I don't get it. We had an order. We've been waiting for this order. We had to like sign. So we put the sticker deal on the door. We got an update yesterday. It said your order's out for delivery. We got an update at 5:00. Your order's been delivered. No, it hasn't. So then we go and find, your order was taken to CVS for your convenience. Well, my convenience would have been my front porch. So I'm just telling you, this is, and this was not a Lavelle order, guys. So this is going to be happening. So I want you to just pay attention and to let people know when you see shipping issues, like, hey, Lavelle will take care of you. We just have to follow through with the fact that it's the holidays. And I mean, I just placed 2 separate Bath and Body orders in like the last 2 days. And like, think about that. Think about all the Black Friday stuff and all the other things. Like, it's going to be crazy. Shipping is going to be crazy. Like, I don't know if they've hired enough extra help yet or not, but I just want to remind y'all of that. And that we are working to, like Chastity said, we are working to help get the things under control that Lavelle can control. So, Amanda, do you have any last words?
There I am. Okay, I was like trying to hit unmute. You guys listen, I don't care if you have not a single person under you right now, okay? And you like haven't even ever signed a customer at all right? Or maybe you have and your entire team has collapsed. Literally start today as if you are, I know we said it already about being brand new, but you have to get out of where you aren't, and you have to start thinking about where you want to go and what you want to accomplish. And I promise you, if you focus on helping people and you work this business intentionally going into the end of the year, you are going to set yourself up for an incredible beginning to the new year, right? We know that the holidays are right around the corner. We know that that's the reality. Do not take when somebody, and this is a very hard thing to get past, okay? When somebody tells you no, or somebody ignores you, or somebody says they're going to order and then they don't. People are getting utilities shut off, and, standing in lines at food banks and not able to pay their bills. So just kind of put, they have losses. They have all kinds of stuff that's going on, all right? So put yourself in their place. Don't take it personal, all right? And just keep on what your goal is that helping somebody else, okay? If it's not somebody else's, it's not somebody's time right now, keep focused on helping the next person, okay? But you have to get consistent and you have to be intentional with it. And remember, we're here to help solve their problems, not achieve what necessarily, yes, we're going to achieve our goals when we help other people achieve theirs, okay? So focus on what somebody else's goal is. How can we help them? See what is the good, better, and best options for them. See where it is that they're at. If, being a customer promoter or whatever that may be, we don't want people to go broke, in this business. We want to teach them how they can run it for free. We want to teach them how they can literally invest one time, get their investment back, and continue to be in the profit margin the rest of the time, and utilize, the fact that we have a business that we don't have a website fee, that we literally can become qualified and active and run our business with customer orders, okay? That is a huge factor right now, and people being able to VIP with one customer and one promoter, that's gigantic. And getting paid out on that Tuesday, you guys, it's literally an incredible, incredible opportunity to offer anybody. And people just don't have free opportunities. There's always a website fee. There's almost always a set amount that you have to order every single month, and customers don't count, or a set, what do you call it? Cost membership fee, like yearly, whatever, renewal. We don't have any of that. All right. And our customers also can thrive for free. And just focus on what it is that you can solve for them. Put out some different stuff. I mentioned over in the comments, detox is hot right now, because people are feeling Thanksgiving. They're going to feel what's the number one thing, you guys, at the new year? People try, to lose weight, right? So they're getting prepared. So also people try to pay off their credit cards. So keep that in mind, stay forward focused, and no matter where you're at right now, decide where you're going, and then just stay focused forward. Anybody that distracts your mindset, if you only knew how many people told me that this wasn't going to work for me 11 years ago. It'll be 11 years in March since I joined this industry, and 7 years celebrating with Thrive next month. And I can't tell you, I've had 11 years with my daughters, to and from school and all of the stuff, and be by my dad's side. Okay, I would have never had that. I would have been at the hospital for 13 hours a day. So I'm telling you, because you have the ability to change not only your life, but so many people's lives, both with the product and the opportunity. So get out there and start talking. All right. You have to grow your network. And anyways, I'm done. Love you all.
Yes, everything she said. And guys, I'm going to leave you with this. I started this with saying, don't count yourself out. Don't count members of your team out. Okay. I think we touched on it for like a half a second, but at one, yes, you need to hit your own VIP, but two, make sure you're reaching out to people, even if they haven't been a promoter or ordered in years. Reach out to them. Oh my gosh, did you see Lavelle put out VIP reset? Girl, do you need some cash for Christmas? Like, don't forget about your team that's already existing. Don't count them out. Okay. So that is it. Don't count yourself out. Don't count your team out. Let's go blow this up and show Lavelle that we are so grateful that they put this out. Bye, y'all.